Good morning, everyone. This is Tefnut Light. I hope you're doing really well. And this is something new I wanted to do, but it just came up and it was telling me to channel this message to you. And this is going to be a miracles messages vlog. I had a very interesting morning. I have to say the last few days and few weeks of October have been really interesting, even from September with the Mercury retrograde, having this go over some old things. And I've had mornings or even nights where I have not been able to fully sleep because so much has been coming through. It's not every day that this happens, but sometimes this happens. And last night I was up quite late into kind of the early mornings. And then, anyway, so let's start off with good morning. We're here. It's a powerful time. And let's start from that feeling rather than going into the mental mind. All right. So I was listening to some really beautiful music and just going deep within my soul, thinking about relationships and love and feeling of wanting to feel connected and feeling connected and allowing emotions of all kinds to come up, from sadness to love, to it's all connected, to expressionism, to art, to creativity, to spirituality, to my roots in England, to my roots here, to my journey. I was just feeling all this stuff and missing my old self. I was really missing my old self, and I was listening to this beautiful song by this beautiful artist called Odell, and then I clicked on a video, and it was this woman called Ray Morris, and I was listening to one of her videos about, I think it was connection and touch, and it was really artfully created, and it was one of those videos, and I happened to hear this big thump on my balcony at that time, and it was like, what is that? And it was this beautiful bird, and I thought my cat attacked it, that fell to my balcony, and it was like, whoa. So I went out there in my outfit in white, and it was just such a beautiful morning, and then I went and I'm like, oh my goodness, are you dead? I was like really worried. Are you dead? And then the bird was still doing something, so I flipped it over. It was on its back, basically, and I flipped it over, and it was okay. It looked like one of the paws had maybe kind of hurt itself a little bit. And it was this beautiful green and beautiful yellow-bellied bird. It was so beautiful, and I thought, okay, is this a little baby? Did it fall out of a nest? But it was big enough to be on its own. So I was touching it and then got my camera because I wanted to take pictures. It just stayed there the whole time. And it was just such a beautiful moment of this connection. And then it let me take pictures, put it on Instagram. It was so cute. And I kept petting it, and it was fine. And I wanted to sleep a little bit on my balcony tiles. It was just sitting there with this little bird, and touching it and feeling its energy and looking at its feathers, and it just respected it, respected me, and it was just beautiful exchange. And I've had this before with a bird before, but not quite like that. It allows me to touch it, just this little bird, hello little bird. And I took a picture of it with my hand next to it, and I was just like, oh, such a beautiful being. I just felt like a little kid again. I loved it. It was just amazing. And then I had told myself, oh, I'd love to keep you, but I don't want to do that to you. You're a bird. You need to be free. And I'm like, yeah, I can't have you have a cat. A cat would probably try and eat you or something like that. And yeah, that moment, just allowing me to be next to it and hold it and like that. And then a few minutes later, it went and flew. I'm like, wow, I thought you were hurt. I thought something was up. It just wanted to hang out, and I think it needed some healing or something. I just like, you fell to my balcony. You hung out with me for 10 minutes, and then you connected and you gave me some kind of spiritual message, and it was beautiful. I'm still processing this because it kept going on energetically. And I'm going to show you the bird at the end with the pictures. And then I did some research on the bird, and it's a sunbird, which is an old world songbird. So it looks a little bit like a hummingbird mixed with a bird from, I want to say, similar to the bird that you would see in Snow White. It was really cool. And my balcony is kind of like medieval looking, not completely, but Balinese temple. And it was just this beautiful moment. And I just still am like kind of in that moment. Such a beautiful being, green, like olive green feathers and a yellow belly. It was just absolutely stunning. It still was like a very innocent bird. I want to say it was very young. That's why I thought it was still a baby. I don't know how old it was, but it was just awesome. So awesome to do that. I've never touched a bird quite like that before. I think I have before, but I love animals and not a big bird fan normally, but there's some birds that come to me. This happened to me a few years ago. It was a bluebird, but a cat attacked it, and it kind of like was put onto my face. Like my cat threw the bird onto my face. But I released the bird, and the bird had this soul and soul-eyed connection to me. But that was a bluebird. This one was like a sun. This one is a sunbird, and they are all over the world. Actually, this kind of bird is in Egypt, in Asia. I think they go to England. They go all over. But it's a really like small little bird. And anyways, so I'm getting caught up in this. So it's a old world songbird, which I thought was so interesting. I was listening to music, and the bird fell to my balcony, like just like landed there, and it definitely opened up something in me. I went back to sleep for a little bit, and I had these really intricate dreams. My dreams have been so real lately, like so real, like I'm eating things normally in my dreams. It's either cake or I'm seeing people or there's something going on that's really like more like real world stuff than I would maybe even do even in real day Bali, because Bali is just such a different world. And yeah, I was eating a cupcake and I was trying to figure out if it was gluten-free. It was just really interesting. And I went to go ask someone, and there were definitely some characters in there from, I guess, the music I was listening to or something related to that. Someone was passing. There was something going on. But it was a really beautiful experience at the same time. And yeah, I think I dreamt of the musician I was listening to. It was kind of funny. And then so I had this experience, and it was another level of the dream that I was held. As person gave me a hug. I was giving them a hug. And it was just such an opening experience. It's like our cells were merging, our hearts were melting together. I think it was a woman, I'm not sure, but there were many layers to it. It was an angel. There was an angel that energetically came to me, and I definitely felt the energy of the sun that was kind of hitting my body from my physical reality, as well as connecting to the bird and the music. And it was just this mergence of soul to soul, energy to energy. It was like this big, like, whoosh, opening, and like, whoa, like it took me to another dimension. It was amazing. It was so amazing. That's why I'm actually telling you guys about this experience, because it was just like, whoa. And I'm like, what was that? It was just, I've had something like that before, but not quite maybe on the hugging level when it comes to an angelic messenger. Like this angel just came to me and gave me a huge hug, and it was a person at first, and it became this energetic white being. And they just gave me this huge hug, and it took me, I want to say, into my soul, into my body, but into another dimension, into another light being, into another light self of mine. And it was just an amazing experience. I mean, I could say it was a bunch of people merging together as one soul, I want to say, but also as an angelic force of light and love. And it was just I cannot explain how profound it was. I woke up and I'm like, what happened? Whoa, whoa. I knew what happened on some level consciously. But then I'm like, I don't feel the same anymore. I feel definitely like myself, but it's almost like a huge, big opening with this bird and the music and just like merging maybe both sides of myself in the past and the present. I recently have been going through that, and as once you become a healer, it just becomes more complicated sometimes in your life as you go so deep within your soul. Um, but yeah, I wanted to share that. It was absolutely amazing to experience that, just the bird itself and the moment of love, and just now I'm kind of like in the essence of like, who was that? Because I know this happens sometimes when someone's thinking about me or someone's going through something. So if you've had an experience like this today, please comment below or please share something of your experience. I would love to hear from you on that. I feel like it's a bunch of different people that have come into my life and that have like been around me, because Ubud has a lot of angelic angel humans, I want to say, and I keep meeting them and they're absolutely amazing, and I'm one of them as well. I don't like to label myself, but yeah, we're definitely shifting majorly right now. If you're going through old tunnels and visions and you're having just major things come up for you, major emotions are coming up, especially with relationships, you're not alone on that. I'm here for you if you would like a channeled reading, an intuitive reading, Reiki session, but this was really for me to share from my heart, from my spirit and my soul. And it's such profound things that we are able to share and give to this world, and there's so many more layers beyond us that we could keep going into and really sharing our message with the world. And this was just huge for me. It was so big, and I haven't always allowed myself to share all these messages, but I think I'll start doing them. And I'm going to show you the picture of the bird now, and just wow, like my body feels like there's light all over me. And yeah, definitely listen to music. It's extremely healing. Whatever emotion you're feeling, just feel through it, because that's the gift and that will be the message for you. And I'm still trying to process what this is all about, because it was so big for me. And I saw light. I saw a being merge into light, and I merged into light with them, and they went into my cells and my heart. And you could say it was twin flame energy, but there were so many more layers to that, because there are always more layers. So this is the bird. I should give him a name. This is the birdie. You probably can't see it too well with a filter, but that's the birdie. He was so cute. He is so cute. And I wrote this thing below the post, and it says, my miracle messenger friend who just fell to my balcony. I thought that was so cute. And this is me next to him, my hand. And I'll post a photo on my like page if you want to go check out my like page as well. There's my hand, and there's the bird. And yeah, I'll put some photos up on my page so you can properly see these pictures. I'll post the link below. It's just a absolutely stunning bird, and very sacred. I could look into his soul, as you can see his eyes looking at mine. I was taking pictures. He did not move. Just an absolutely stunning being. Animals are just like us, but we're starting to understand our relationships more with them, and I got to experience that today, so yes. Thank you for listening and watching and subscribing and supporting and allowing me to open up to this essence of who I am, and helping you open up to the essence who you are. And again, I'm here for you, and there's a special going on if you want to check it out. That is, if you are called to work with me. And I send you love and light this beautiful sacred October. I think it was last October, actually, or right, 2 Octobers ago, that I actually met another bird, and just birds are so shifting. They're angelic beings. And so are you and I. And trust into your heart. And my heart is just full of love and full of light right now. And just feels so good. That's why I wanted to share this with you before I even took a proper shower or anything, because the message would probably change completely, because water changes so many things and shifts so many things. So, but it is always with you. So I love you very much. And thank you again. And I'll see you soon. Beautiful angelic messages of light your way. And namaste.